Hi English literature learners, are you preparing for PG TRB English exam or other competitive English literature examinations? Then this video is for you. Today let's learn 30 MCQs on the poem Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold. PG TRB syllabus la Unit 4 la English literature from 1851 to the present day. அதில் ஃபஸ்ட்டு செக்ஷன் poetry செக்ஷன். அதில் ஃபஸ்ட்டு போமாக இருக்கிறது தான் டோவர் பீச் பை மேத்யூ அர்னால்ட். லெட்ஸ் லேர்ன் 30 MCQs with answers on this poem. In which poetry collection was Matthew Arnold's Dover Beach first published? New Poems 1867. Though composed earlier around 1851 during Arnold's honeymoon, the poem was officially published in his 1867 collection, New Poems. Answer is New Poems. Next question is, which specific body of water is directly depicted in the opening stanza of the poem? The Strait of Dover. The poem is set at Dover on the English coast, looking across the narrow strait of Dover toward the lights of Calais, France. Next question is, which classical Greek playwright does Arnold explicitly invoke in the second stanza? Sophocles. Arnold writes that Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, referencing the Greek tragedian's contemplation of human suffering. Next question is, the allusion to Sophocles listening to the sound of the sea is associated with which body of water? The Aegean Sea. The text explicitly states, heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. Next question is, what core central metaphor does Arnold use to illustrate the decline of religious belief in the Victorian era? The Sea of Faith. Arnold describes the Sea of Faith as once being full around the earth, but now retreating with a long withdrawing roar. Next question is, the closing image of ignorant armies clash by night is widely understood to allude to which historical event? The Battle of Epipolae. Arnold draws on Thucydides' description in history of the Peloponnesian War of the night battle at Epipolae during the Sicilian expedition, where Athenians fought in confusion. Next question is, what is the structural line count pattern across the 4 stanzas of Dover Beach? 14, 6, 8, 9. The poem consists of 37 lines divided unevenly into 4 stanzas of 14, 6, 8 and 9 lines respectively. Next question is, which acoustic device is predominantly employed in the line creating roar or of pebbles which the waves draw back and fling? Cacophony and onomatopoeia. Birds like creating roar and fling combine harsh consonants cacophony with direct sound imitation onomatopoeia to mirror pebble movements. Next question is, what primary sensory transition occurs in the first stanza of the poem? From serene visual imagery to melancholic auditory imagery. The poem begins with visual descriptions of the calm sea and moonlit coast before transitioning at line 9. Listen, you hear the grating roar to auditory sadness. Next question is, what archaic poetic word is used in the poem's final stanza to describe the darkening landscape? Darkling. Arnold writes, and we are here as on a darkling plain, using darkling to signify a state of darkness or obscure night. Next question is, who is the primary addressed companion within the dramatic setting of Dover Beach? Arnold's wife, Frances Lucy Whiteman. The poem addresses Arnold's newly wed wife. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, composed during their visit to Dover in 1851. Next question is, which specific cadence or rhythm is described in the poem as bringing an eternal note of sadness in? The rhythmic retreat and advance of pebbles on the shingle. Arnold highlights how waves draw back and fling pebbles, begin and cease, and then again begin, creating an eternal note of sadness. Next question is, in the third stanza, how does Arnold describe the former state of the sea of faith? Like the folds of a bright girdle fold. Arnold writes that the sea of faith was once true at the full and round earth's shore, or lay like the folds of a bright girdle fold. Next question is, what major intellectual paradigm shift of the 19th century heavily influenced the melancholic retreat of faith in Arnold's poems? The rise of geological science and evolutionary theory, discoveries in geology, Lyell, and evolutionary thought, pre-Darwinian science, and higher criticism undermined traditional Christian orthodoxy, creating spiritual anxiety. Next question is, which literary term best characterizes the overarching tone of Dover Beach? Elegiac and melancholic. The poem laments the loss of spiritual certitude and reflects mournfully on human vulnerability, making it deeply elegiac. Next question is, in the final stanza, what list of qualities does the speaker assert the world actually lacks despite its apparent beauty? Joy, love, light, certitude, peace, and help for pain. Arnold explicitly states the world hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. Next question is, what metric classification best describes the versification of Dover Beach? Free verse or irregular accentual iambic meter. The poem is an early precursor to modern free verse, utilizing an irregular rhyme scheme and variable line lengths grounded in accentual iambic cadence. Next question is, what key resolution or solace does the speaker propose to his companion in the final stanza? Mutual fidelity and love between individuals. Faced with a chaotic and illusionary world, the speaker pleads, ah, love, let us be true to one another, offering personal love as the only remaining anchor. Next question is, which French coastal city's lights are visible from Dover at the beginning of the poem? Calais. The line on the French coast, the light gleams and is gone, refers to the lights of Calais, visible across the English channel. Next question is, what critical term coined by Matthew Arnold in Essays in Criticism aligns with the philosophical outlook expressed in Dover Beach? Criticism of life. Arnold defined poetry as a criticism of life, evaluating human condition, morality, and spiritual crisis as seen throughout Dover Beach. Next question is, what 20th century American poet wrote the famous satirical response poem titled The Dover Beach? Anthony H. Anthony H. wrote The Dover Beach, a criticism of life, 1967, offering a humorous, demotic perspective from the addressed woman's point of view. Next question is, what feature of the beach geology is repeatedly emphasized to evoke the grating sound of the tide? Shingle. Shingle here is pebbles. Dover Beach is famous for its shingle, pebble shore, which Arnold describes as producing a grating roar as waves move them. Next question is, in the phrase, the night wind down the vast edges drear and naked shingles of the world, what figure of speech is used in naked shingles? Personification. Describing the Pebble Beach shingles as naked attributes human exposure and vulnerability to the natural shore. Next question is, what sound does Arnold attribute to the retreating sea of faith in the third stanza? A melancholy, long, withdrawing roar. Arnold writes, but now I only hear its melancholy, long, withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind. Next question is, which prominent Victorian cultural figure coined the phrase the grand style in literature, a stylistic quality reflected in Arnold's elegiac works? Matthew Arnold. Arnold famously articulated the concept of the grand style in his lectures on translating Homer, 1861. Next question is, what contrast is established in the final stanza between appearance and reality, which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams? The world appears beautiful and varied like a dream, but lacks true spiritual purpose and peace. Arnold contrasts the illusion of a world full of novelty, so various, so beautiful, so new, with its stark reality of suffering and confusion. Next question is, how does Arnold describe the cliff scenery of Dover in the first stanza? Gleaming and vast, standing in the tranquil bay. Lines 4 to 5 note, the cliffs of England stand or glimmering and vast out in the tranquil bay. Next question is, which literary group or movement does Arnold's poetry most directly bridge Romanticism and Victorian alienation leading into modern sensibility? Arnold bridges romantic nature, meditation with Victorian existential anxiety and spiritual displacement, anticipating 20th century modernist disillusionment. Next question is, in the line swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, what condition of humanity is represented? Existential confusion and directionless conflict. The metaphor depicts humanity wandering in intellectual darkness, engaged in futile battles without faith to guide them. Final question is, which companion poem by Matthew Arnold also deals deeply with the loss of faith and melancholy of the age? The Scholar Gypsy. The Scholar Gypsy similarly laments the strange disease of modern life with its sick hurry, its divided aims, sharing the elegiac mood of Dover Beach. With this, 30 questions have been completed. If you have any questions regarding English literature, feel free to ask in the comment section. Daily 6 o'clock morning 6 o'clock PG TRB English exam I will upload MCQs. You can make use of it. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe, and I have given my Telegram channel link in the description box. You can make use of it. Next, I have uploaded everything in the playlist. I have created playlist for UGC NET exam, TNCET exam, UGTRB exam, PG TRB exam. So you can check the playlist and you will be able to find the things. And in my YouTube, see the post also. In the post I have given the links also. If you want to watch any videos, you can click the link and you can watch those videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned to this channel too.